Now if we are providing 32 mm bar, अगर हम 32 mm bar provide कर रहे हैं तो उस एक का एरिया कितना आ रहा था? It was 803. It's 800.
3.84.
803.84 mm square. 803.84 एक बार का एरिया है. So how many bars do you need to provide? How many bars? Number of bars required are कितने चाहिए? हाँ, रोल नंबर 71.
Sir, 10.28 फिर 11 बार.
You require 8266.25 divided by 803.84, and that comes out to be, just a minute, I have to attend the call. कितने आ रहे थे this roll number 71? 10?
10.28 sir.
So 10.28 means 11 bars you require. That means it's 11 bars. Now, providing 11 bars is not an easy thing in this 300 cross 300. This is 300 by 300, and 32 mm ke 11 bars means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, this is 10, this is 11, and you could then also provide the 12th one. Now, if this is the case, now how difficult it is to provide in 300 cross 300. This is 300 total. Then that would mean let us check this. ये 32 mm का each है, so that this 4 would be 4 of them on one side would be 32 into 4, 128. तो ये 4 128 है. Then you have to provide the cover, and the cover in this column that you provide one cover is provided as per the exposure condition. We already know that as per the exposure condition, but as per the fire resistance, you also need to cover fire resistance of the columns. And this is, just a minute. Is there anything given for the cover here? Minimum requirements of concrete cover for normal to have required finance shall be 26.4.3. One, you have the nominal cover, and for a longitudinal reinforcing bar in the column, nominal cover shall be in case not less than 40 mm or less than the diameter of such bar. In the case of column, a minimum dimension of 200 mm or under, whose reinforcing bars do not exceed. Right now we do not have a 200 mm column, we have greater than that. तो उस केस में आपको minimum 40 mm you have to provide the nominal cover. Nominal cover means cover outside the steel bars for columns, and it should not be less than the diameter of such bar. Right now we are providing a 32 mm bar here, so that is less than 40. So 40 mm right now is, if it was greater than 40 mm the longitudinal bar, then you had to check for the nominal cover. Then as per uh, the nominal cover requirements for durability or fire exposure conditions. First, the durability, we already know this uh, for different types of exposure conditions. Then as per the fire exposure conditions, you have to provide for its fire resistance of at least 1, so that would be 40 mm. So as per this you have to provide at least 40 mm nominal cover for the bar. So this on the outer side is 40 mm. इसके बाहर बाहर from this point up till this, uh, not that, I will just expand it this. Like this. This is a zoomed view of this. One, there is another like this. For example, there are 4 here, not 3. On the bottom side, if I am providing 4 bars, then first of all, then there is a ring as well here. You have a ring going like this. Now इस रिंग का भी अपना it has its own diameter. So if this is right from here up till this point, कितना ये 40. Similarly on this side, this is 40. What should be the minimum spacing between these longitudinal bars? What did we learn last time? Yes, this is 32 mm. Each one of these is 32 mm. So these 3 spaces in between, how much are they? This total is 300 minus 80 minus 32 minus 32 minus 32 minus 32. So you have 92 mm total left in between. ये मिला के, right from this point up till this point, फिर ये point लेकर ये point, फिर ये point लेकर ये point, total 92 mm ही बच रहा है. What is left is only 92 mm. What is, how much should this be minimum? From this point up till this point. Yes, someone.
75 mm.
Jeet. What about the others? Umar, you have also written 75 mm,
Yes, sir.
isn't? So you need at least 75 mm. तो यहाँ पर तो at least 30 mm ही बच रहा है between all of these. So this is not acceptable. So your design is no longer valid here. So where is the problem now? You would say कि मैं इनको bundle करूँगा. Yes, you can bundle them here. But then there is another limitation that will come. Which one? ASC maximum. How much is that? How much should that be? The maximum ASC?
सर जो आया कि जो प्रोवाइड किया
नहीं, जो हमें प्रोवाइड करना है वो maximum how much do we need to provide? Maximum that we have to provide as per code, you can go up to
4%.
you can go up to
4%.
you can go up till 6%,
6% of each.
but practical purposes only 4%. So that's 4 by 100 of that is the gross cross sectional area. So that is, or you can say D into B, whatever you want to call this. Then this is 4 by 100 of 300 cross 300. How much is this? $3,600 mm square. And how much is minimum? Yes, 0.8. Am I right? Point 0.8 of D cross B, that's 300 cross 300. Minimum you have to provide 720 and maximum is, so जो हमने ये सारा किया up till this point, I just wanted to show you first where is the problem in the design, because if I show you it's कौन सा design सही है, then you will not come to understand where are we going wrong in our design. Maximum is 3600, and what did we do? We require at least 8266.25. So first of all, our design is failing at this point itself, that you cannot provide 8266 for this column, which is 300 cross 300. So what do we do next? And the second step was that you could not provide them along the faces, then you had to bundle them. So what do we do now? क्योंकि अब आपका ASC max is coming to be less than your ASC pro to be pro which you are required. It's coming to be less than ASC required. What do we do? हाँ जी, someone?
So we will change the cross section.
Absolutely. We'll revise. We'll go to next step. Which step is that? We are going back to step number 3. Now you will revise. So you'll go back. This step number 5 is actually you're going back to step number which one? This one. Minimum. You have to check it from the. You're checking from step number 1 itself. So your slenderness ratio will come out to be less. There will be no problem in that. Now, how much will your slenderness ratio now be, lambda? If I am now changing the cross-sectional dimension of this, let this now be 500 cross 500 mm. तो कितना आएगा? 0.65 into 3.5 3150 divided by 500. So that is कितना आ रहा है?
4.095.
So this will come out to be, obviously when we are increasing it, it will come even lesser, 4.095. So it's greater than 3, so it's not becoming a pedestal. This is our slenderness ratio. It's okay, it's a short column. Then again, going back to step number 2, this is step number 2 or
engineering. Is it? You get what else of engineering?
Yeah.
तो स्टेप नंबर 2 आपका क्या आ रहा है अब? दिस इज मिनिमम एसेंट्रिसिटी ऑफ द कॉलम. कितना आ रहा है? L by 500 plus D by 30. D now is 500. Rest remains the same. तो ये कितना आएगा? 10 plus this is 500 by 30. 10. So your minimum eccentricity is now 10 plus, yes, how much? 500 by 30. How much is this?
23.67.
23 or 26? 26. So this is coming out to be greater than 20 mm. So minimum eccentricity that you need is at least 20 mm. Now this, you could say that this design could shift towards an eccentric, but right now we will concentrate that it's still an axial load with slightly more amount of eccentricity acting on it. So we are at the present, we will design it as an axial load with the axial load for a short column. Now step number 7 or 3 going back would be load acting. It's same, there is no change. So load is PU is 3750. Then step number 8 or 4 is now design of longitudinal reinforcement using the same formula. So I'm picking up this formula from here. So what will change? This year 3750 here. Then you have 0.4, FCK is 30, AG is now changed. This is changed. This is 500 cross 500. ASC is same, 0.67, FY minus 4, FCK is same. So now there was another way to do this. What you could have done is that you could increase the FCK itself. So how much does this come out to be? This is 3750 cross 1000 minus, हाँ जी, ये आप AC निकालो. How much does this come out to be?
So 2321.
Let me also check. Let others also check. Two three two one. ASC is coming out to be 2321 point something 0.98. This is the ASC required. This is ASC what you require. What is your ASC maximum? Now that's also going to change because it depends upon the cross-sectional area. And it will increase once you are increasing the cross-sectional area. That will be 4% of 500 by 500. So this is 10,000. Is it? Did someone check? Is it 10,000?
Yes, sir.
And what is ASC minimum? Now that's 0.8% of 500 into 500. That's 2,000. So this will be 2,000 mm square. Now your ASC that you require is less than the ASC that you require is less than ASC maximum. The ASC that we require is less than ASC maximum. Now you can go with the design. Now you provide the longitudinal bars. Now how do we, if we again go with 32 mm, that would mean one bar would be 803. So you usually will get 3 bars. Now providing 3 bars in a column is not good. So we'll go for a lesser size. Let's provide 28 mm bar. Or let's provide 25 mm bar. In that case, area of one bar is 3.14 divided by 4 into 25 cross 25. This is 490.625. Is the area of one bar. So number of bars that you require is how many? How much do we require? 2321. 0.98 divided by 490.625. That is 5. Is it 5 bars?
Yes, sir. 4.735.
0.98 divided by 490.625. This is 5 bars that we require. Now, again, 5 bars is a complicated thing to provide here. So we'll go for not 25 mm, we'll provide such that we provide the bars uniformly. Let's provide 22 bars. That would mean each bar, area of one bar would be now 379, 379.94 square. So number of bars that we provide then is, yes, how many? 7, 2321, 2321.98 divided by 379. That's around 7 bars. Let's also check for 20 bars. 20 bars ke liye you would get 20 into 20, that's 314. 314. If we check for 20 bar, it would mean 314 would mean, again, then you require 8 number of bars. So it's better to provide 20 bars. Then you require 8 bars. When you are providing 20 bars, you require 8 bars. So it's easy to provide 8 bars. This is how you provide the 8 bars then. It's very easy then to, because on all faces you have equal distribution of the bars. It's better to provide bars in such a fashion. Now all of these bars, longitudinal bars, are each 20 in dia, and you have a styrup around these. Oh, sorry, the rings around these, the transverse bars around these. So how do we provide that? Next step is to provide the rings. The rings would be one like this. Now each side is greater than 300 So in that case, you need to provide at least a cross tie for the central bars. The cross ties would be somewhat like this. Similarly, you provide at this location. Now, these are the cross ties you have to provide. Now, we have to design those cross ties. So the next step is you will again rejoin this.